Hello, Namaste, and welcome to Agile Exploration Hub. Over $44 billion have been invested in AI startup this year yet. But a new MIT report says that 95% of AI businesses efforts are failing. Productivity gains remains elusive, ethical concerns are rising, and the hype may be inflating a bubble. So, in this age of AI uncertainty, why should organizations still focus on agile transformation? In this episode of Agile Exploration Hub, we speak with Vikas Awasthi, an Enterprise Agile Coach and author of Pivot with Purpose, who explains us why Agile is the foundation organization need to prioritize in the real world. If you are a Scrum Master, Agile Coach, or industry leader, this is a must watch video on how to build resilience when technology alone can't guarantee the success. So, today's topic is AI hype versus reality, why organizations still need agile transformation. So, let's welcome Vikas Awasthi. Hi, Vikas. Let's welcome Vikas Awasthi. Hi, Vikas.
Hey Nagesh, thanks for inviting.
How are you, Vikas?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So, to my audience, as you know, every weekend we record, every Monday we release new episode. So keep watching, subscribe to my channel, like the video, watch till the end. So without wasting much time, Vikas, let's discuss today's topic. So, Vikas, you shared me that MIT report. I read through it, and it was the numbers are astonishing. It's really can't believe that have industry have spent $44 billion so far, and yet they are saying 95% of the business are still struggling or still failing. Now, even though so much of investment has been done, why do you think is why do you think it's causing this disparity between hype and reality? Why there is a so big gap?
Wonderful question, Nagesh. Because to answer this question, let's go few years or few decades back, basically. The transformation which we are seeing is nothing new for mankind.
Hmm.
We need to understand the journey and evolution of mankind is full of transformation. But whenever we are doing the transformation, some transformation will fail, some transformation will success. If holistically you will realize the transformation which are purpose driven, those transformation are mostly successful. And sometimes the transformation is for the sake of transformation that everyone is doing, I need to do this. The transformation may form. Some exceptions may be there. You can take some exception from the history, but that's not the normal course. And why I shared this MIT report with you, the idea is people forget the journey of the agile transformation and learning of the agile transformation. Transformation is not about tools. We need to understand.
Right,
Transformation is about the purpose, about the people, and the mindset.
right,
If we want to implement Agile without identifying the purpose, what we want to implement, and for which people, for what is the segment we are implementing, and we are not following that journey, we are not doing that mindset or cultural shift. Let me give you one interesting example. One organization, I was discussing one of the CEO, the UK based organization. So I got a chance to meet him last week. And the discussion was around that they implemented and the AI in their like a customer support system.
okay,
And they did a big bang. They want to start. There was a push because competition is doing, they also need to do, peer pressure is there, and the transformation did not yield the intended result. So the talk was it is really required, or I think there are people are wasting a lot of money. So in my view, the agile transformation and the AI transformation path will be crossed whenever we are seeing the transformation in terms of people, in terms of mindset and culture. It's not about tool. We need to look towards the purpose, and iterative approach will work. Big bang will not work. And that's why we have learned since last 20 or more than 20 years in the Agile era, fail fast,
Right.
start small and scale later. That's my take on this point.
Nice. Okay. So now we did discuss uh, one of the approach was being taken as a big bang, and it not proved very well. Now that these some of the AI projects are failed, so what role agile transformation will play in this whole scenario?
Uh, that's interesting one. See, sometime people may think that the agile era is over. And people thought about the lean as well, that Kanban and lean was over. But these are not the tools, these are way of living in the organization. These are way of working. If you want to implement AI, if you think that let's talk about the role of agile coaches, as you mentioned, Agile coach can make sure that what is the value stream.
Oh,
In value stream, where is the gap? Where is the delay? What applications, what capability we have. We need to do some feasibility analysis. Either that is a viability, feasibility, sustainability, all those dimensions which we have seen in multiple transformation, right? So Agile coach can come, identify the value stream, and the value stream where we can start. How can we transform? How can we scale that? We need some mindset shift as well. Like people will be scary as well. We need to let the people learn that it is not about taking the job, it's about new era of thinking and new ways of working. Whenever there is a mindset shift, cultural shift, iterative things, identifying the real value. Also, most of the time, organizations are just for the sake of AI because there is a firefight mode. Like
right.
we need to implement AI. When the computer emerged, it took almost 30 years to come to the market and the start adoption. In November 2022, the ChatGPT was launched. By the November 2023, everyone was talking about the AI and the implementation start. Even we have ready case studies as well, success, failure. I would say it is too early to say it is success and failure whenever it's a journey. So coach can play a big role whenever we want to identify all these segments, especially as I mentioned, value stream, not only value stream, what are the OKR, what is the objective, what are the key results, how we'll say this implementation is successful. So AI is a tool, basically is an application, but the underlying layer, if we are considering agile for this transformation, that will be successful. Otherwise, if we are not thinking agile as a big backbone, forget about AI. Any transformation after 2 years there will be something new, right? But that transformation will fail.
Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Now, yeah, like AI always helpful. At some point of time, it's over promises also. But then, how agile can help organization to deal with uncertainty? So let's even we can talk about a little bit of VUCA world.
Yeah, so if we are talking about Agile, Agile is mostly, if you will see, it is towards accelerating the flow,
Right.
right? Either flow, value stream, and everything. And if you will be seeing the flow, there can be five kind of flow in our organization. One is direction flow. The flow is aligned with the strategy,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Another is people flow. My people are how I'm treating my people, how my people are working. Third one is value flow. Value is like how my value is flowing. Value to everyone, not the customer only. At every step, there should be value. And third is energy flow. How my the energy of the organization, energy of the group. And if the people are energetic, they will be able to innovate. And as you mentioned, and AI, this is a change. So this is an innovation kind of thing. Everyone need to innovate and evolve. And AI has a lot of framework to innovate. And the last flow is future flow. In any organization, we should be looking towards the future. What kind of future it is coming? That may be AI or that may be anything, automation, RPA. So whenever the agile is there, agile is working towards the flow. And whenever flow is there will be innovation. Because eventually the innovation will come from people only.
Right.
Innovation will not fall from the sky. Innovation will come from the people. The
Right.
direction will come, like a AI concept may come, but until unless people are not ready, the people are not energized, as I mentioned in the terms of five flow, you will not be able to take care of that. And Agile is very well versed with all these things. I have seen a lot of agile transformation in fintech to the life sciences in multiple different kind of organization. Agile is not something that is a plug and play kind of thing. Agile is way of living. And this kind of way of living teaches us not only just improve time to market, but also how to innovate. If we know how to innovate, where to innovate, we will be able to effectively implement the AI transformation or whatever transformation is there.
Right.
So that's why I suggest that keep agile as a backbone. Whatever technology or advancement, tool advanced innovation you are doing, you can move ahead with that.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you on this very point where tools will come and go, right? But the people who will innovate, if I bring some tool and if I don't know how to use that tool or purpose of that tool, I will definitely fail. But as a human, I can innovate, I can keep learning, I can change my mindset, I can transform from A to B and bring lot of innovation into my day-to-day work. And that's the strength of being agile. So when we say that do agile, we don't. People keep saying do agile, but in reality, it's a be agile. Being agile person is the need of the hour right now.
Exactly.
So now, um, I will mention one name, but I still want to hear it from you. Few some few similar transformation, IT over optimized waves, and and the hype of surrounding AI came into the market, and then they faded away. Okay, so what are the similarity between those previous waves and today's AI wave?
Previous wave and today's AI wave.
Hmm.
See, if you'll see, there were a lot of things in discussion since last decades. I'm hearing 3D printing is one of them. Blockchain is one of them, right? Automation is one of them. RPA is one of them,
RPA. Yes,
right?
I wanted to talk about RPA only. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, go
So,
ahead.
so, these are different things we are hearing since decade. I think from 2012, somewhere 2012, 2013, these terms are in air. But what is the AI bring that everything like blockchain was a big innovation, good innovation for the mankind, I think. But the how the AI emerges basically, it create a hype in front of people's mind. Let me tell you why. See, with all the innovation, we were not seeing that it will replace the job. With all the innovation, we were not seeing that it will change the work, whatever I'm doing. Let me give you an example. The RPA, everyone understands that this was a costly affair if
Hmm.
you want to implement the robotics process. But AI is something in November 2022, when ChatGPT came into the picture, the AI become rather than a specific technology, it become a commodity. The person, the student, if a student need to do an RPA practical, he needs some suggestions, he needs some investment, some tools from the mobile itself On the very other day, a school going student can start using ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, yes.
So this movement becomes so accessible to each and everyone that the hype started creating. If that would not have happened, AI, we were aware that AI was there. AI is not in November 2022, we heard about the AI. AI, we were talking about the decades or 5, 6 years, right? But this accessibility created a hype. Oh, even a student can do the assignment. Even you want to understand some recipe, you want to write a poem, so that kind of stuff, it become a commodity and accessible to each and everyone. Then it clear, then everyone started looking, okay, oh, this is something. See, this is not limited to the technology. Blockchain, there is nothing a housewife can think about the blockchain, that what is the implementation, how can I utilize. But right now, the generative AI, everyone is talking about the AI. Even the person is technical, non-technical, doesn't matter. Let me tell you one example right now in the organization, and we did some pilot basically. And in the pilot, we figured out we reduced the need of, or we were able to free up capacity of a developer by 40% using Copilot.
Okay. Hmm.
So this is showing the immediate result. Whenever anything is showing the immediate result, it will create a hype. And as you, another point you mentioned, that it is a hype and burst, etc. That's a different. See, .com was there, we remember, right? And in 1990s, there were certain things when first Windows 98 was launched. 90s, right? So there was a thing emerges and burst, and new things will emerge. It's a journey. We cannot say that the .com was like a fail, but where we are right now, we are building upon that only.
Right.
So if if any application of AI will fail, does not mean that AI is failing. It means that now we need to evolve it. AI may not be AI. There may be some new terms after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 5 year. But the foundation is that. Like internet era foundation was set in 90s. A lot of practicals will fail. Similar here. So failure is fine, but my only point is why we are missing that concept. We know Agile, we understand Agile. So why the organization is not building upon that framework, so that start small, scale iteratively. That's the point, I think. But there is a hype. Every CEO, CXO person in
Hmm.
boardroom, the discussion is about we need to implement AI.
AI, yes.
Discussion is not about what is the purpose, why we need to bring the AI, what will be the KPI. No, the discussion is about we need to drive or create a AI driven ecosystem. That's the thing.
That's the thing, right? So, uh, quick announcement, guys, so to my audience and Vikas. So, Vikas did mention about decades, and something is happening now. Uh, Global testing retreat, innovation or initiative by Agile Testing Alliance is completing 10 years. So, decade of discovery, testing redefined. Conference happening in November and December, and we are proud to inform all of you that Agile Exploration Hub is a media partner with this conference. So, I will request to my audience, if you are in Pune, please attend this conference. Tickets are available online right now, and if you want more details, please feel free to connect with me. So let's go back to our episode, today's episode. So Vikas, now that we discussed, how the decade-old hype was there, and now current hype is here. Could you give me some of the examples? How agile methodology works and reduce the risk associated with innovation.
See, as I mentioned about the five flows for the organization framework that so if agile practices are there, you do any framework. Spotify, Save, or any Agile framework, or even the Agile implementation, irrespective of framework. See, as we understand that Agile is not bound with any framework.
Right.
It is giving a time, mindset, and practices to innovate. Everywhere in the Agile we are talking, right? Whenever we are working on any product in a sprint as well, we are always talking about the innovation. We are always talking about people need some time to innovate. We are not talking about in this much hours this story will be completed. We are talking about the story part. We are having the retrospective as well. Let me give you one example. If you want to implement AI, how you will do? First, you will plan that we need to do AI. After that, you will figure out where the AI will fit.
Hmm.
As I mentioned, the value stream will come into the picture. Okay. Once you figure out where AI will be fitting, then you will see it is aligned with my strategic theme or not. It is aligned with my customer or not. The customer centricity is there. Once you figured out, okay, aligned with this, with that, that's fine. Now, what you will do based upon the this epic, you will create some features and stories. Okay, in this area, we will do that much of pilot. And even before defining these stories, features and stories, you will figure out when I will say this a success. What are the leading indicators for me? Whenever I'm deciding the leading indicator, I need to define OKR, what is my objective and what is my key result, so that I can see how am I moving. And once this is done, we will move towards breaking into the stories. Team will be developing these stories. After the 2 week or sprint, whatever the sprint duration is, there will be a sprint review. The stakeholder will be there. We will get the first hand feedback as well. Even before doing the big bang in the agile process, in the iteration process, we will see, okay, what the course correction is required. In the Agile, we are talking about the early delivery to the customer. We will be able to get the feedback from the customer as well. Fail fast. If something is wrong, we will be able to pivot.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
interestingly, everywhere in Agile, we are talking about the inspect and adapt. Retros Retrospective will give us a so I'm just dividing it into the granular level that how that can be, so that ground level people can understand that the ground level how the small things of the agile will be helpful. And retrospective will be everyone will discuss, will share what was the challenges, what was the journey, what they liked, how they can improve the going forth. So it's about the continuous improvement as well. If
Absolutely.
we will follow all these things, then the transformation will be really easy. I'm not saying the agile is will be the guarantee of the AI transformation that it will be successful, but it is a guarantee that if something is failing, it will give you like a indicator basically even before investing a lot. There is a possibility we may figure out that this area will not yield a result. Any transformation, any tool we can see, but we will get to know very early. What happened that as a boardroom member, I forced to the team and what happened? They employed 50 to 100 people. Okay, these people will be doing the AI transformation, and 3 months they will be doing or something experimenting doing, and the things may not work. But in the iterative process, you will be able to correct your course. So that's why I'm always since I read that report, MIT report. So I was thinking that is running in my mind that why that is happening. 95% is too much, right? But
Too big.
somehow
Yeah.
too big. So somehow we are missing that concept which we have learned hard from the waterfall era to agile transformation. Even right now, agile is not only agile, it's a combination of lean, agile, and design thinking, and a lot of tools. If you'll talk about the project to product transformation is also clubbed in there. So right now, agile is not just that 12 principle. Agile is more than that, and it's a combination of all these things.
Nice. Very nice. Now, if any industry leader or any leadership person with a leadership role comes to you, say that, I need your help, Vikas. I'm stuck between this hype and what actually I need to do, or what actually I need to change. What advices you will give to this person?
First of all, purpose. I would say identify the purpose of AI. The purpose cannot be the everyone in the industry is doing it, I need to do that. That cannot be the purpose.
Right.
The purpose may be I want to improve this process, XYZ process in my organization. So that let's talk about the supply chain. If we are like a manufacturing company, the purpose may be I want to improve efficiency of supply chain so that my warehouse storage can be reduced by 40% with the right forecasting and right tooling. That can be the purpose. The purpose cannot be okay, the XYZ organization is using Agile in their supply chain and we also need to do. No. Identify the specific purpose, which department, which function, and what impact I want from this. So, as a leader, this is first I need to do. Second, that purpose should be communicated to the team, to the employees. If team is aligned with the purpose, again, that is basic. If team is aligned with the purpose, you will get a lot from the team, a lot innovation. You just need to give the direction. Third, you need to work on the mindset and cultural shift. If team is skeptical about that the AI will impact their job, let them understand that what impact AI will bring. Create some training program, knowledge sessions so that the existing workforce should be enabled to work in the AI era. See, people are working in the same segment since ages, since decades, many years. They have the understanding of the core industry, core work. In the fire of AI, in the hype of AI, do not miss those players. That players will be very important. So make sure the transformation, the change management is fluid and keeping purpose, value, culture, mindset in the mind. And leaders will play a big role. So as a leader, I would suggest to all the leaders, please focus on all these things. Otherwise, there is a high chances that you will burn a lot of money, but the result will not be intended. You may be getting some of the result, but by the right practice, I think the result may be amplified.
Right. Good. So leaders, please listen to what Vikas has said. Now, uh, now in future, how can AI and Agile coexist together? They should not overshadow or overpower each other. How can they coexist together?
See, both are different. Like as I mentioned,
Right.
Agile is a operating system for the organization. Today it is Agile. Tomorrow there may be, sorry, today this is AI. Tomorrow there may be some other innovation, some other new things. But Agile is a foundation layer which foster within the organization what kind of change management is required, what kind of way of working is required. So Agile is a foundation for any organization to cope up with any change. That change, maybe we have seen one change 5 years back, that was COVID. The organization which were agile with the mindset, they were able to transform or change very quickly. But the rigid organization, they were facing a lot of struggle even in Zoom meeting or the online meeting as well. People were not understanding. So that kind of stuff, that kind of shift is required. And whenever there is a shift, there is a change management. Agile is always. So Agile is somewhere something which is a supporting layer for this AI transformation. And definitely AI will bring a lot of change. And I hope the changes will be positively for the mankind, like everyone is hoping we will be doing. So then these will be coexist. There will be no like a friction point between Agile and AI.
Perfect. It was really wonderful discussion. So many takeaways. So to my audience, if you really enjoyed this discussion, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I would like to say thank you, Vikas, for being such a wonderful guest today again. And uh, from entire team of Agile Exploration Hub, we want to say thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting, Nagesh.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.